hoping we'll find out if this actually works or not in a minute. So
Yeah. Let's do
all right.
one song to start, will we?
It will 100% work. 1% of the time.
Okay then. Well, Joe, you host this. This is your idea.
What, me?
Yeah. So
I thought it was not meant to be the
Where's the
me show.
jar?
I don't mind doing it.
we'll just pick a song. I mean, we're all gonna. Or if
Right.
you're gonna get the.
Right. Well, okay. Well, this he says ATG songs on it. It's got 10 pieces of paper, all folded up so we can't see what's on them. But every ArcTanGent song is in here. Let's pick one out at random and have a chat about it. Here we go. Oh, it's exciting. Feel like Bruce Forsyth.
It's going to be walking.
Okay.
Hopefully not. Let's see. Right. It's Walking Day.
I don't
It's going to be a
know.
short one.
I promise you, all 10 pieces of paper don't have that written on it. Right. Okay.
Why is
Who
that
wants to
funny?
start?
Yeah. Why is it funny that it's Walking Day?
Because we've only got memories from writing and recording, not from playing it live and thrashing it out over the years, I presume.
Yeah, we have never ever played it live. That's right, isn't it?
Well, we tried it at
correct.
rehearsal a few days ago, and we remembered why we never played it live, presumably.
Yeah, it's hard to make it sound good. I don't know.
Well, was this the last song to be written for ArcTanGent, and that's why we never felt it was truly finished? Is that general view?
I would
Remember,
concur.
dude.
It was sparse, wasn't it? And it went on for a long time. And I think we tried it in a sound check a couple of times, and we just went, let's put Star Damage in instead. Didn't we?
Yeah, it never felt fully finished to me. It's I don't know. I think it was probably the last song. Although I think the end of Binary wasn't written either. We did that in the studio, I think.
I think so. But my main thing, I think the unique thing about Walking Day is, Owen, that I think you wrote just about all the lyrics, didn't you?
Did I?
Based on your knowledge about Aboriginal treks across countries to allow for seasons and crop rotation.
I have no memory. Is that
Surely.
right? Oh, is that right? It can't be right. I don't.
You definitely had the title, and it was Joe's right. It was from your time in Australia. You told this like general story about those folks going on a trek and it being a sort of find yourself thing, and then you definitely wrote quite a lot of the lyrics sort of generally based on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I literally have zero memory of that. That's amazing.
I think the premise was all civilizations should keep moving about so that they're not like plundering one small area of the place in which they live, wasn't it? No. Is that what Aborigines did?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't know. I
yeah.
think the general gist was about that idea of modern societies being very progressively orientated, and that means that they become less and less connected to land and to natural cycles. But a lot gets lost in the shuffle of that, and so it was the question about what is labelled primitive and what that actually means, and could progressivism benefit from a bit of primitive, which makes me think of a Max Cavalera song about going back to the primitive.
I think the problem with this song was always that Yeah, it was written. It was too much. It was written in the studio, and it was hard to recreate. And I don't know about you guys, but I always feel like the verses are so have been auto-tuned so much that it took a bit of the emotional shine off it for the expression of it.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that. I always remember I watched, Anthrax did a bunch of videos about the sort of 40th anniversary, and they always speak about State of Euphoria as being this album where they were on a tight timeline, and some of the songs are great, but some of the songs they say would have benefited from like another 6 months of work. And I feel like the parts are great for this song, but if we had like properly worked it and got confident with playing it live, and you just ironed out the kinks, then I think it's like great as a studio artifact, but the current and ongoing challenge is how we do it live.
It's going to be the most interesting one for live, because it's the first time we've done it, because it's a kind of a weird one in terms of how it sits. But I don't know. It's funny, isn't it? I always sort of I've got weird feelings about the song, but going back to it to learn it for these rehearsals, it's like I was kind of pleasantly surprised, really. It's, I know it might have its shortcomings, but I still think it's pretty decent. And the middle bit's really good. There's a really cool sort of middle eight bit, which I really like.
Yeah. The ideas in it are great. I feel like, hindsight's always 2020, and because it's 25 years old, there's always stuff that you would do differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of what I was going to just say. Was I don't think it's going to sound like the album when we do it live. No. I think it'll be better. I think it'll just be augmented, hopefully. But
yeah,
it isn't my least favourite song on the album at all.
What is?
Well, wait till we get to one, and I'll decide if I think. Oh. They're all my favourites.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah. Well, there you go. That was that's great, isn't it? To start with the one we had to
that one out of the way.
Yeah.
The only way is up, as Yaz said.
Okay.
50s.
All right. And then that is that. All right. Well, I'm just going to stop that.